It has been close to 5 years that I started WebTrigon, a software tech company, along with my friend Advait. And of course, it has been a huge learning curve, and there are awful lot of things that I have learned over the period of time. And to start out with, I've always been scrupulous. And over the period of time, I've just enhanced that skill as well. And long before I used to have this habit, during a conversation, I basically used to analyze what they might be saying, and I used to basically get the gist of whatever that they are speaking, and then I used to start commenting on it, and I used to basically say, how that may not be right. The problem with that kind of an intrusion is not that the person will refute it, but instead you just push them away by stopping them, because now they do not have the satisfaction of completing whatever they were saying, even if it were to be not true. So, in that regard, I basically made it a habit to always just keep listening to whatever that they are saying. And whenever I think there is a room for a discussion or room for refuting something in a most positive spirit, only then I used to attempt it. So, I think, regardless of whatever the kind of situation that you are in, if you have that kind of an open mindedness and you can just sit through a particular conversation, I'm pretty sure you will be the person to gain more out of that conversation rather than the other person.
Sure. ಬಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಕಿವಿಗೆ ಹಾಕಿಸ್ತೀನಿ
ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಿವಿಗೆ ಹಾಕಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ.
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಇವಾಗ ನಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲೇಷನ್ ಮೋಡಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಡು ಫೀಲ್ ಎನಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್?
ನೋಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ
ಓ ಸರಿ
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹಾಕ್ಲಾ ಸಾಕ
ಹ್ಞೂಮ್ಮ
ಸಾಕ
ಸಾಕುಮ್ಮ.
Anyway, the one that you actually saw is AIRPOD Pro Plus, which my brother purchased very recently, and he doesn't buy a lot, but lately he was very excited to buy that. So, and I personally think it's just overrated. I did hear, a couple of songs on that, but I just feel really comfortable with just this that I'm wearing, which is not more than 2,500. It's like probably 2K, I guess. But I think AirPod Pro Plus, that 20,000, 22,000 is just overpriced. But anyway, he doesn't buy a lot, and then he does use it a lot, so it should work out fine. So I don't know what you call that particular breakfast that I was having. It's called ade in Kannada, but I don't know. It's basically a mixture of dosa batter and several other vegetables and all kinds of ingredients put together. There's some chili as well, that which makes it very, very tasty. So that's something that I was having. And right now there will be a small presentation happening in the office. So Chandan and Bharat are going through a little bit of training, and they'll be giving some kind of a... I've given a couple of topics for them, so they'll be presenting it now.
Hi.
We are setting up a camera to record every bit of the presentation. That is to make sure that on a daily basis they can look at themselves, the way that they are presenting, and make any kind of corrections that they see over there.
ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ನಿಂತು ಹೊರಗಡೆನೆ
What's up, bro? How's your AirPods?
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಹೊರಗಡೆನೆ.
See, mom has been trying his AirPods as well, and she was singing the whole time. ನಾನು ಈ ಶೋ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದ ನಿಂತು ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್
ಹಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಶೋ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಇವಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿರ್ತೀಯ ಬರತ್ ನಿಂತ್ರ ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆ ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ. ನಂದು ನಿಮ್ಗಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡದಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. 17,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಷ್ಟು ಚಿಕ್ಕದ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು. ನಾನು ನೋಡಿ 1,000 ದೊಡ್ಡ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋ.
ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ ನೀವು ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಇಷ್ಟಿಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಈ ವೆಬ್ ಟ್ರೈಗರ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಹಂಗೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಐತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅವಾಗ ನೋಡೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟು ಖುಷಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಬ್ಬ ಬರುತ್ತೋ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನಿಖಿಲು ಚಂದನ್ನು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಇಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗವ್ರೆ ಕಂಪ್ನಿಲಿ.
See, I basically had this sort of an angry or an aggressive discussion with one of the other person in middle of the presentation. Like once Bharat's presentation was done, there was this call that I got into. My point is, whenever you seek help from someone, it's not just about the profoundness of the help that I'm talking about, but instead I'm basically talking about how someone timely helps you out, and you need to have the basic courtesy to talk to them and tell them when you're going to pay back, or it could be about anything, any kind of help for that matter. That is what really pissed me off. So I was just talking to this person, and I got a little more I was a lot more stronger than I would generally be, and then I got back, and that's when Chandan's presentation happened. It becomes so tough to breathe with this on, and you start just losing the words in your mind. So I was supposed to actually shoot how we make the powder, the thick Nutri-Shake, but now it's already pretty much delayed as well. I'm going to do that probably for tomorrow. So until then, and let me show you guys Fluffy before we wind up this vlog. Hey. Hey. Well. Bye then.
Yes, I give this.